Hey guys, Andrew Baxter here. As you can see, we're not in the office or the studio, we're actually out and about. In fact, we're in the beautiful Bayside suburb of Brighton here in Melbourne. It's a little bit fresh today. And the reason we're here today is very simple, and that is that we're coming down to meet and present 2020 Trader of the Year. Now this is a really incredible story, in a city that's really been ravaged by COVID-19 and had businesses shut down, as you're about to hear. Amazing story, really nice surprise. The client thinks we're just dropping in because we're in town. We've only come down to see this person, because when you hear their story, you'll realize just how remarkable it is. So let's go and have a bit of a chat with her and see how we go. We're past the initial shock, Susan. Here we are, hey?
Oh, I still can't believe it, yeah.
Well, you should, because you've worked incredibly hard, and the reason we wanted to come down, this year, or 2020, has been a year that obviously COVID has dominated the headlines, and for people like yourself that are business owners, especially here in Melbourne, it brought the shutters down. Were you able to stay open here during COVID, or did you have to shut the doors?
Yeah, we had to, yeah.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, you guys got two twin girls. I think there's three or four.
Girls,
that's right.
Twin girls.
How's that as a parent, as a mother, when you know the cash flow tap from work has been turned off? How does that make you feel?
It puts a bit of stress on the family, and you got to sort of, think harder and work a little bit. A lot of strain on that part.
And what made you pick us? Because I mean, you've never done anything in the stock market before, and I guess we've popped up on Facebook or something. You've seen us and thought, well, what do I do? So what happened? Tell us a bit about that.
Okay, so I'm a very godly person because I believe in God, and I prayed about it. I honestly did pray about it. I said, God, I need a passive income, and I've always had an interest for trading and the market. And I said, but what can I do, and where should I search for? Prayed about it, and yours popped up, and I attended to the meeting in the city, met you with my sister, we went there, and it all made sense. So I said, yep, this is it, and that was from there on, I joined, and the rest was history. It's been,
Life is funny. I mean, it's sliding doors sometimes, and those split decisions that you can make, especially if it's something that maybe you've had an interest in but haven't really done in the past. It takes courage to step up. So firstly, congratulations having the courage to do that. So let's wind the clock forward. So you've come along, you've joined us, you've got your account funded, and you've started to do some trading. I think we looked at the numbers for your returns last year. You're up something in the order of about 45% or so profit on your account.
More than that now,
I know, you've got off to a ripper start. I think year to date for 2021, and we're only really in April at the moment, you're up about 20-25% on your account, which is fantastic. So second year you're gonna trump even more. So how did that make you feel when you started to see that money coming in, particularly given your business was closed?
Oh yeah, I go back to when I saw you at the meeting. It all made sense, the numbers add up, and then you've got all the strategies, and it was quite simple for me to follow. So when I went ahead with it, I knew this is the answer. There's a chance for me to have that sort of break, and financial freedom, I guess.
It's interesting. I think if it can take pressure off of now your business is back open and running and nice and busy in here today. Still having that cash flow running in the background, I guess that's an extra bonus.
Oh, for sure, absolutely. So I've managed to take off a few days off the tools.
Okay, so you're taking some time off now?
Some time off.
Spending time with the girls?
Be home with the girls and work from home, and things that I always wanted to do back then, but I couldn't. But now having this extra cash flow coming in, so
wow,
to do that.
That's a big shift, isn't it? A lot of people talk about it, but you know what they say, talk is cheap, but money buys the whiskey.
That's right.
And you've got it done.
That's right.
So how do you feel about the sort of year ahead in terms of you as a family unit, you, your husband, your girls, thinking about what you could do as a family this year, money-wise? So how are you feeling? Uncertain like last year, or are you feeling in a more comfortable position?
Yeah, no, we're comfortable, and it's not even just about the money, it's about knowing that it's covered. I'm in control a little bit more now compared to prior to COVID. So it's good to have this support.
Control is an interesting word, isn't it? You know, and I think last year really showed us all how vulnerable we can be to factors that are so beyond our control, and that uncertainty causes a lot of stress and anxiety for people. So I guess having the ability to have some form of control over what your income is going to be without somebody shutting it down is quite liberating.
That's right. Yeah.
Wish you'd started this years ago?
Oh yes, but I know everything happens at the right timing.
You're not wrong. People come into your life, I think, for exactly the right reason. Yeah. How did you find, or how have you found the training? Because you've moved through now into our advanced program too. How have you found our training and support?
Oh, amazing! So amazing, so clear, so easy to follow, and you guys are always a phone call away. I love that. I love that I can just call. I think I remember I called Mitch one time, and I said, "How do I click on the mouse button?" And he said, he had to show me things like that. And that's just to show that you guys, it's just so personal. We're not just dealing with a big company where you can't even reach human, like people, interaction, but you guys have delivered so well.
Interesting. And I think in this world at the moment where everything, as we said at the start, is online and you don't get to see people, building that relationship and trust is such a huge thing. There's a lot of noise out there in the marketplace. There are a lot of adverts. There are a lot of people that try and do what we do. What advice would you give to someone that was looking around at the moment in terms of being able to generate more income or to get their investing under control based on the experience that you've had over the last year or so?
I've recommended a few of my friends. I mentioned it to them, and they've been looking around as well, as you said. But I said, for me, the reason why I joined and it clicked for me because it's simple, it's easy to understand, and it makes sense. And I'm a logical person, so I need it to be clear, straight out, straightforward. And the first meeting that you had in Melbourne was, we delivered so well. So
it's interesting. I don't know if it just makes sense. It makes a lot of dollars too. I mean, you've been very, very profitable, but you haven't taken chances, which is something I think, as a woman doing this, I think the natural advantage that female traders bring to the equation is that attitude towards risk and managing it. What are your thoughts on risk management based on what we've taught, what you've done?
Yes, I like the fact that it's the main part of your education is the risk management part. I've known of people and my friends who've been doing trading. They just trade for the sake of trading. They don't have that part covered. So when I went to the first introduction day, you covered that the first on the get-go, and that was what I wanted to cover and make sure that I had that in my pocket before I enter the market.
I think putting risk first and then return after is the right order.
That's right.
If you focus on the pot of gold and you ignore the return, if it goes wrong, it can be pretty catastrophic. What do you think's been your biggest learning point over the last 12 months?
The risk management, that part.
And from a personal development point of view, speaking about you personally now, what are you most proud of in terms of your achievements over the last year, Susan?
I don't know. I think just take risks and take just step out and trust the process and trust in And I think that's for me.
A lot of people find it quite hard to step out of their comfort zone and do something that's different. Clearly, you're in a face-to-face business here. And a busy business with people coming and going while we've been sitting here. Moving into something that's more passive, do you see that as being a bigger part of your future as you spend more time with the kids and less time at the salon?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. But I do love the tools. I love having this business here, but just having that as well, it just such a bonus. It's so good.
So overall, pretty profitable, up 21% in the first 4 months of this year, over 45% net profit bank for last year. We won't talk specifically about the dollars because that's between you and the tax office. You have some tax to pay this year, which is a great problem. But it really is phenomenal. What we want to do for you also today, other than obviously seeing you and saying congratulations face to face, being here at work, we don't want you to miss out on any opportunities. So take your business portable. There's a little toy that will help you along the way there as well. And if you've already got one of those, I know your daughters at 3 are probably going to have Sophia the first on that anyway, so get that slammed on there if you need to as well. But just as my motivation for being in this business stopped being about money an awful long time ago, and it's about these kinds of conversations, and it's so rewarding in hearing what your success has been, because it shows that there's a process that people can follow, and it's not down to a person, it's duplicable if you follow that process.
Yeah.
But you have to have the courage to step up and do it, and I have the absolute utmost respect for you and your family for not only stepping on board, but stepping up and having a proper swing, and you're enjoying the spoils of it. So Susan Nguyen, congratulations, AIE Trade of the Year 2020. Massive achievement. And we truly are blessed to have you as part of our ecosystem, and sincerely thank you, and congratulations on your success. You deserve every cent of it.
Oh, guys, you guys have done, you don't know what a blessing you guys are for our family also, and many families from the AIE. Yeah, we want to thank you guys so much for your knowledge, for your support, but you know, your heart for people. We can see that through all the way you run the business. So I know it's going to take off. No doubt that, yeah.
And you're on the plane already here at the front. Good for you. Many thanks and congratulations. Give us a squeeze.